I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Surprise team for 2022 season in KBO. A team that could make the jump to top 5 spot.
Well, SK has those 2 arms coming back.
You mean SSG, right?
SSG, sorry. Yeah, SSG. They played for SK. I haven't seen them in SSG uniform. Yeah, I mean, if they get those 2 starting arms back, then that could put them right back in contention, especially with the fact that they have some established foreign pitching and they know what they have a lot of experience on that team. Age could catch up with them, but I would say that they're probably the team that could surprise people.
SSG is a surprise team candidate. Then who might, amongst the teams that made the postseason this past season, who's more likely to drop?
Doosan relied so heavily on Ariel Miranda, and then when Park Kanu came back in the lineup, it's right there in front of you. If Miranda isn't the same guy, they're not going to be very good, and without having Park Kanu in there, they're not going to be very good. And I don't know if they can, I don't know what their expectation is of the other foreign, but they signed a reliever. So if they're expecting to get 150 innings there, then that could be very challenging. Doosan has pieced it. Doosan's been trending in the wrong direction, but it's hard to trend in the right direction when you're the best team in the league for 4 or 5 straight years. And they've lost a lot of pieces. And personally, I think that they probably just lost the most important piece this offseason.
Okay. Foreign players, some new name you're most excited about? Who should we look for to have a monster or big year for their teams?
So I'm most interested. I don't know if they're going to have monster years, but I'm most intrigued by Robert Stock and DJ Peters.
Okay.
Because these are boom or bust guys.
Okay.
I mean, Robert Stock will throw 162, and I've seen both of these guys play a ton.
Okay.
And 1 inning, Robert Stock looks like the greatest guy on earth. I mean, he really does. He looks like a major league closer. Like, nobody's better than him in the game. And then he can't throw strikes, or he's very hittable, and it's not very good. So he goes from looking like an A-baller to a big leaguer on the regular, and it'll be interesting to see if he can just outstuff KBO hitters. So he's a real big boomer bust guy. And then DJ Peters is a guy that swings and misses. He's a guy, no joke, if he plays every day, and having some foreigners with and a more data-driven mindset, he's a guy that could be the first guy ever in the KBO to strike out over 200 times and hit 50 home runs.
50 home runs and strike out 200 times and maybe bat like 210. Is that a good season? Would you consider that a good season?
As a foreigner?
Yeah.
It would be hard to justify if you can't have guys get on around you, and and especially in Sajik, where it's not a hard place to. I mean, he'll hit balls. He might hit balls out of Daegu from Sajik. But it only counts as 1 home run.
Right.
And so he is really a boomer bust guy because he plays super hard. He's a quality center fielder. But that patience, will there be times when, and it's also handling the media, because he's not going to be the guy that's just the backup outfielder on a terrible Texas Rangers team. He's going to be the guy expected to produce, and if he goes 0 for 20 with 16 strikeouts, are they going to wait it out?
Right. DJ Peters. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Ryan. What is your plan for next season yet? Have you made up your mind? Are you still exploring different options?
I have a lot of options on the table. I'm really enjoying. This is the first time I've ever been like a free agent.
Okay.
Considering my job as moving forward, I've talked with a bunch of teams, explored a bunch of different options, and with the lockout right now here in the States, there's really no rush to jump into something. Once the right thing comes up, I'll take it. And if it takes a few more weeks, then I'll wait on it. And if it happens here the first week of January, then we'll see.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes here. It was good seeing you. Happy holidays once again, and stay in touch, and let me know what your next step is when you make your decision.
Will do, Daniel. Happy holidays.